Well, then let's head next to the guys. One of my favorite bowl game names of the season: Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. Or, I don't know, Gasparilla. I don't even know what Gasparilla means. It doesn't matter. It matches up Temple and FIU, which, FIU had a truly resurgent season here under Butch Davis. They were one of the best stories of the season there in their conference and it was just really one of the highlights in the history of the program. I think that they are, a really tough team to play. But then again, Temple, even after losing their head coach, Matt Rule, still managed to get back to a bowl game despite a ton of injuries. So, Josh, who are you favoring here in this matchup?
It's a tough one. It really, really is a tough one. 8-4 for Florida International under Butch Jones in his debut season.
Butch Jones is long from Tennessee.
You know what? We're recording this on a Friday night. I've had a few beers. I did the goats early on. I made my contribution to the show. I've been rambling.
I'm on my way to your house.
I've been rambling since. Florida International, like I said, Butch Davis really turned things around. But you look at some of their wins. FCS, terrible Rice team, terrible Charlotte team, a UMass team that finished under 500, a Tulane team that finished under 500. So really not quality of competition. Temple playing in the tougher conference, the American. They beat Navy. They played a really good Villanova team from the FCS ranks. They toughened up their schedule with non-conference games against Notre Dame and Army. They acquitted themselves well in that Army game, only losing by 3. So I'm leaning towards Temple. Sometimes the team from the better conference just is the smart thing to go with. But the interesting thing about this bowl game, gentlemen, is you talk about a bowl that's had some great names. The Gasparilla Bowl is the replacement, it's the new sponsor for the Beef O'Brady's Bowl. And as someone who's eaten at a Beef O'Brady's, I can give this recommendation: don't.
Josh, one of the most obviously it's in Tampa. Gasparilla is a neighborhood within Tampa, which is most notable for the Gasparilla Pirate Festival.
Nice,
which happens in late January, early February of every year, which honors the invasion of the mythical pirate Jose Gaspar and his crew.
Well, since I ate at a Beef O'Brady's, I'm sure people want to hear this story. It's a good one. Down in Clemson, South Carolina, wanting to watch Iowa play and Michigan, because I was there with Kramer, who wants to see every college football stadium. This was before the Clemson-Georgia game a few years ago, Coach. One you probably remember well because Georgia got creamed in it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're looking for a place with the internet so we can stream our Big Ten games on the delightfully modern BTN to Go app. And Clemson, South Carolina, nice town, but very small. Cannot find a sports bar really near campus that didn't have a crazy long line. They only have a couple bars on campus. So we kind of drive outside of the main drag. There's not really suburbs because the town is too small for that. So I Google sports bar, find a Beef O'Brady. They had a Wi-Fi signal. We got a sampler platter. Everything was horribly fried. Not very good food, but the highlight of it was a really rainy day before the game started, and their satellite went out, and every TV in the joint died, and the fans in there were getting really upset. And the two of us, our Wi-Fi signal was still strong. We didn't miss a moment of either of our games.
Coach, you have any thought here on the Gasparilla Bowl?
Yes. Matt, you haven't lived until you've seen the Bad Boy Mowers commercial. You'll see it a lot during the NCAA tournament. You'll probably see it a lot during this ball game if you watch it.
Well, I would imagine so if they're the title sponsor.
Yeah, you might see it a couple times. No, I mean, it's going to be one of those matchups where I really, truly have no clue how to pick it.
I don't think anyone has an idea how to pick this game. I really
that's
don't.
why I spent most of my time talking about Beef O'Brady.
Oh, yeah.
And I spent my time talking about the Pirate Festival.
So, about that game, right? I think Butch Davis, his 8-4 dream is going to...
Pretty sure it's Butch Jones.
One of those Butches. pretty sure he got hired in the last 5 minutes.
Maybe he could get the Kent State job.
So, Aunt Sally, to wrap this up, if you're picking this game in your bowl pick'em, select it as your worst.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I have no clue. I picked right against Florida International, so I'm going to pick right with them this week. I'm going to pick Florida International in this ball game to upset the odds.
All right. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game either. But I think Butch Cassidy will do a really nice job getting his team ready for this game.